Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought we could talk about pre-planning. And this was something that, before I really got into the planner community, I was like, people talk about pre-planning, but like, what is it? Like, why do you need to do it? I don't get it. Why can't you just plan in your planner? I don't get it. Right? And then after I've been in the community for a while, now I do it after really getting into planning. So I'll talk about why we do it, how I do it, and then kind of walk you through where I pre-plan. So this is a Moterm Hobonichi Weeks cover. I'm actually using a Hobonichi Weeks that I got off of AliExpress, because it was like later in the year, there was no Hobonichis out. They're not that accessible from Canada. So I just got this AliExpress Hobonichi thing, and it's been working well, and I've been using it for most of this year now, ever since I went into it. And so, yeah, if you guys have followed me on my channel, you see I'm shooting from a bit of a different location. It's a nice day. It's a perfect time to be outside. So if you guys don't like it here, just let me know below. Okay, anyways, getting right into pre-planning. What is pre-planning? Really, pre-planning is just like planning. Or people sometimes call it like almost like future planning. I think that's the best way to describe it, is just like future planning, because I think most people in planner community, or when you usually plan, or at least I did this as well, is for the most part you're planning for like the next week or the next day. It's a very short timeline, right? Like, but then sometimes things come up where there's an appointment for next month, or you have to-dos for next month, or even the month after, or later in the year, or whatever, right? And you want somewhere to write that. Now, for most people who are just, normal and not like fanatical about planning, you guys probably have one planner that you stay in, and it's dated or whatever. So you have the full year in one planner. It's a yearly planner, and you could just plan and write your future plans in those later months, right? And I think that's where the confusion is, like, why can't I just write it in my planner and call it a day? Like, that's the same planner that I use every day. And that's completely fine. Before, like back in school, you would get like that yearly academic planner, and I would just, write in my plans for the later in the year or the next month or whatever, all in that same planner. As I got more into planning and, planners, and wanting to try different sizes, I find now that, one week I'm in this Hobonichi, oops, sorry guys. One week I'm in this Hobonichi cousin size. The next week I want to try mini HP. The next week I want to try A5. And so each week I want to try different layouts. And so I'm not really sticking in the same planner. And that's where the problem for me became, because, if I wrote in one planner and I wrote out all the plans till the end of the year and try to make it all neat and pretty, then like a month later I switch planners, then like I have to rewrite everything again, right? Or the issue becomes like, some people don't like to just scribble things out. Like for example, if I have a plan in December, or if I'm on the go sometimes and I have these plans, I'll just want to scribble it in quickly. And people don't like that. Some people like their planners to look neat. Or people don't like to cross things out if plans ultimately change, especially if you're planning months in ahead, right? And so that's kind of like the few reasons that I have come across on why people like to pre-plan. And the main one for me was, like I said, the whole changing of planners and trying different weekly layouts and all that stuff, because I run an Etsy shop of planner printables, so I'm always trying different things. And so I just wanted one spot where I could plan, and I know I'll just stay in that planner as like my pre-planner, because I write messy in it. I don't worry about it. I'm not going to switch it out because I don't worry about it. And so that's kind of where I started pre-planning. Does that make sense, guys? Because I know there's confusion and there's questions, and I've gotten questions on my some of my older YouTube videos being like, why do you pre-plan, or why do you use like 4 different planners and rewrite everything like 10,000 times? Is that repetitive? Yep, it is. So definitely you don't need to do that, okay? And so I like to do it now in this planner, which is, like I said, the Hobonichi Weeks. I'll walk you through kind of the cover and the inside. The various layouts, but I just want to show you, I take this because I like the slim profile. I used to use a pocket, which is small and compact too, but I just find like the slimness of this fits better in my bags, and that's when I switched over to the Hobonichi Week size. What else can I say in general about this stuff? Yeah, and so I like to take this with me on the go. So it's my on the go / pre-planner. When I'm out, I'm not one to really like do a lot of stuff in my planners. It's just if I need something to reference, really that's it, or jot down a quick note that I want to remember is when I'll pull these out. Otherwise, I don't really just like take it out and sit and plan somewhere, right? But I thought it made sense for my pre-planner to be on the go because obviously like if I'm at the doctor's or something and I want to jot down an appointment or want to jot down something, an event for the future, or if I'm talking to friends or whatever it is, I just thought it made sense to combine those. Okay, so I hope that gives you a little bit of a background on what pre-planning is and why people do it, you know. For me, it's not as much about the being pretty aspect because like I feel like my planners, if you see my other videos, like making things pretty is not my forte. I'm very functional. But the one thing is I don't like my weeklies to be cluttered. I do like it to be clean just for the sake of like me being productive. When things are all over the place and I've crossed out a million things, like I kind of get confused where I'm supposed to look. And so that's the only reason why I would kind of like it cleaner. Does that make sense? Okay, so now that you kind of understand that, I'll just kind of show you this cover first. I'm sure you guys have seen this cover before. This is the Moterm Hobonichi Weeks cover. It's the newer version with the back pocket. They used to have a version without. I like this, just sometimes I store cash, or here I have a check from my contractor. And then the newer version has the double clasp. So if you really chunk up your planner, you can really get it quite chunky and just use that last clasp. Can't talk. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, like, I don't know what you call these type pockets, but the full length pockets, 6 card slots, and then 1 in the back. So I usually just slide this in the back pocket. This is a hardcover Kimbor, and I got this from AliExpress, like I think I mentioned. Excuse me. And I don't think Kimbor, I can't seem to find it from this Kimbor shop, but like they sell this same planner in other AliExpress shops. So I'll try to link it down below if you guys like it. They only come in hard covers. They have like, I think I've seen a blue one, a white one, a gray one, I think. And I'll just show you kind of the layouts. The first one, they have 2 yearly plans and it just has like 6 bullets. Then it has the monthlies, and that's just what like they look like. They're all undated, which is actually kind of good. I love it undated just because I don't stick in planners for very long, so it's nice for me. But I clip them together because I'm on this page right now. But those are the same. They're all just monthly layouts, and it's just your typical month and 2 pages. Then you get into the weeklies, and the weeklies have the month at the top, and then the weeks, obviously, across, the horizontal weeks down here. And what I really like about this one compared to other ones that I've gotten before is that I like that the grid is smaller. Now, this is not quite like the 2.5 millimeter grids that's in my shop. I want to say this is probably like 3.5, maybe 4. Probably 3.5, 4, but it's not the 5 millimeter like it is in the Hobonichi Weeks. Let me just see. Here is the Hobonichi Weeks size memo pads, and you'll see the difference between the two. I also like that the paper is white, whereas your Hobonichi is cream. But I mean, this is Tomoe River paper, which is, you know, some people prefer it to this. This is very smooth, but definitely thicker. So that's the difference in paper, and this is the same as the Hobonichi Weeks. So those are the weeks, and then at the back they just have some lined pages. So instead of the grid that the Hobonichi comes with, it has some lined pages. Not that many. Just see at the front if there was a summary telling us how many there are. No, I don't think so. Okay, so that's what that looks like, and all I do is yeah, I just date it myself, and then I've been using it to plan for my year. And it's great because, you know, I don't worry about it looking nice. I don't worry about scribbling. I don't worry about crossing things out. And then when I go to plan, usually on Sunday nights, I'll just go to here and go to the next week and plan out what I need to plan. So that's that. Then I have two other things inserted in the front. So the first thing that I have is this. I let my daughter draw on it. That's why what that is. So this, like I said, is the Hobonichi Weeks memo pads or memo notebooks or whatever they call it. And it comes with a set of 3. So I just got this one just to write down notes or whatever, especially like when I was talking to my contractor, I just like something to write out additional notes. And it's a little bit smaller than the Hobonichi Weeks planner. It's like meant to fit right inside the cover kind of thing. So yeah, I slipped that here just because there's not that many pages in the back of this and I like the grid instead, so I add that. And then this was when I was wanting everything kind of combined in one instead of using a separate planner to do my like final weekly plans. And I just switched planners so much, as you guys know. So I just keep it here just in case I want to pick back up. But what it is this is my GTD monthly, weekly, daily bundle. And I actually don't have this one listed on my Etsy shop, but if you're interested, you can DM me and I just use PayPal and whatever to send these out and to invoice you guys. But I don't think I list it just because sometimes it's a bit confusing. I don't want people to get confused. So anyways, I have sold a bunch of these too. So what I do is I have the monthly sheet at the front. So it just looks like this. And I usually just tuck it in here. I don't have this one filled out because I've been using my mini HP this month. And so then it has the weekly and then you put in the dailies. So then it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dailies, and then the weekly review at the back, and then the next week, etc., etc. So this has worked well because when I want everything in one planner, then I'll just use that, and then I have everything in here, right? I think that's it. That's really all I have to show you. Yeah, it's been working really well. You know, it's everything you need in one planner. And it's been great for me for pre-planning because I don't have this urge to rewrite everything out in a new planner because this is just my scribble planner kind of thing. I love the size because it's perfect for on the go. And yeah, and then when I want to do my actual weekly plans, I always do weekly planning at the beginning of the week, usually on Sunday. I'll just pull this out and use it. And then I still like get that fix of like trying something new each week. If I want to try a different layout, I just pull out the different layout and use it in my actual planner for the week. And yeah, and it works perfect. So I hope you guys found that insightful, maybe not. Or gave you some ideas of what you might want to do for pre-planning if you're interested in that, or on the go, or if you're interested in this planner. I have loved it. I love the Hobonichi Week size. I'll probably get an actual Hobonichi Weeks maybe for next year. But this has been a great alternative for you guys who are interested. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this kind of videos, please consider subscribing below, hit the notification bell. I try to post once a week. I'm gonna move my post time to Sunday around 11. I think that's when you guys are on the most. So yeah, consider subscribing and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.